All right, fellas. Today, I want to talk about the biggest lesson that I've learned from my dad in honor of Father's Day. And we're here at Google's campus, and we're going to make this quick because it's starting to rain. The biggest lesson that I've learned from him is to just get started. This one's really important for me because it ultimately helped me look past failures, and it's why I'm able to really just be comfortable starting and trying new things. Growing up, I remember he always preached this, and I would get so angry at him because I like to think things through, have a plan B, C, D, but he would always be like, just get started, and when things go wrong, we'll figure it out then. And that was really hard for me to grasp because I would be like, when things go wrong, what if we don't have a plan B? What if that's not thought through yet? That would be not good, in my opinion. But he would always push me to just go ahead, get started, and we'd figure it out once we get there. And that's not something I really appreciated until I was much older because, as I mentioned, I kind of like to think things through, and I just worry that if I hadn't done that, I would be left in a situation where I couldn't walk back on. However, by implementing this getting started phase later on in my life, in the last few years of my life, it's ultimately helped me get really comfortable trying new things and getting out of my comfort zone, because I recognize that if I just get started and I run into an issue, I can solve that issue then. It's only a failure if you stop the process. When you run into an issue, you're still on that process and you have the opportunity to go fix things. And so it's helped change my mindset to one where I'm comfortable with quote unquote failures. I don't view them as failures. They're really just problems. I'm comfortable running into these problems, and it really only turns into a failure when you quit, when you stop. So in a sense, my dad's initial push to try to get me to just get going has developed into a much larger thing where I'm not afraid of the problems that come down the line. I'm just worried about right now, getting started. We'll do what's in front of me right now, and then we'll figure things out when we need to figure things out. That was one of the biggest things. My dad would always say, you're trying to figure things out right now that may never happen. You're thinking about a plan B scenario, plan C scenario, and that scenario might never happen. And, I'm not one to say it's never worth planning in ahead. The point here is that you shouldn't let not having all the answers prevent you from getting started. And so that holistic mindset has led me to countless, fruits. The willingness to try things and not be afraid, held back by failure, looking silly, has been super rewarding. Doing this YouTube channel is part of that. Not worrying about having the perfect video or what people think, or not knowing XYZ about how to do a perfect video. Just doing this and figuring it out as I go. So that's this week's video, taken right from Google's new campus here on the west side. Beautiful place. Really did a good job with the landscaping. Over there is a new development site by Suffolk, a company that I've been increasingly interested in. They do some really cool projects, and Boston based, so that's cool. But anyways, guys, it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna pack it up. If you guys made it this far, thank you guys. The support means a lot. See you guys next week.